Hello and welcome to Mod Showcase. I should first say I haven't made any videos for quite a while, a month or so, because first of all I was ill and then there was Christmas. But a little bit late. This is the Christmas mod, and the first thing I found here is a festive creeper. It doesn't appear to be harmful, just appears to act like any other animal. As you can see, it sort of runs away. So I'm trying to kill it to see what happens if I kill it, but it's easier said than done with what appears to be an invincible creeper with a Christmas hat on. The Santa hat. So after cheating myself a diamond sword, I did manage to kill it. As you can see, it's dropped some Christmas spices. I'm not quite sure what you use those for, but there you go, that's a source of Christmas spices, festive creepers. So here I found a suitable spot for a house. I see another festive creeper just sort of watching me work, getting quite friendly. Eggs as well, don't get hungry. Just basically creating a flat land, avoiding the So now I've finished my log cabin and I've switched to the Painterly Christmas pack. So here's just a quick look at my house. There's a bit of a hole in the roof there, that shouldn't be there, so I fixed that. So that's right my way around the back of my house, so now I can get all the way around, which will be quite useful for what I'm about to do next. You'll see in my inventory on my hotbar there, I have some Christmas lights, which I'm now placing in a chain of sort of a pattern along the front of my house and indeed around the side of my house. So hopefully, if I don't keep putting wood on it, this will make my house look quite festive from the outside, make it stand out against the landscape. Should be quite nice. So I keep placing that wood block there by accident. That's just because it's on my hotbar and I'm not really thinking at the time. So much for being able to get around my house, clear my way around, and landslide dirt up to my house. But so, continuing with my light chain, this is quite an interesting mod. It's quite obviously you can only really use it for a certain time of year. I suppose you can use it for other times of the year, just for fun at Halloween, but it's not quite the same. So I finished my light chain, and the way you power these light chains is using redstone torches somewhere in the chain, and the whole chain will light up. So as you can see in this texture pack, redstone torches are actually quite nice looking. So if I put that onto the front of my house, you can see the whole chain lights up. And so you can obviously have these on timers and all sorts, so that you can get sort of flashing lights, that sort of stuff, with redstone repeaters, if you're into that kind of thing. It's an extra challenge. So the next thing on my list of things to show are these Christmas wreaths. So they're quite nice, sort of above the door, that sort of thing. Sort of hanging them up around the front of my house. You'll notice they're actually 3D, so if you look at them from the side, they actually stick out. They're not like a painting where they're flat. So they're quite nice visually. Now, what I really quite like about this mod, one of these things I like about it, I have a lot of things I like about it. This is a nice one. You see, this is a Christmas tree pot, and basically I'm going to grow a Christmas tree in it. So if I place it somewhere with enough space around it, right click it with bone meal, and it will grow a nice pine tree, a nice Christmas tree. And then using some of the other stuff I have in my inventory, I can then decorate that tree. I could even use the lights that I just showed to light it up. There's lots of possibilities with it. So these are baubles, and I can place these all over the tree, in corners, on flat surfaces, hanging from things. I'm being very particular about what colours I use next to each other. I'm trying not to get too many of the same colours next to each other, but not really thinking whilst I do it. And so I've almost finished my Christmas tree. These Christmas trees can be used to make your world quite festive if you like that sort of thing. You could try and replace all the trees with pine trees, maybe. Replace them all with Christmas trees. I can also place Christmas presents underneath the tree, which are quite nice, sort of 3D presents. They're not just standard blocks, they're all different sizes and shapes. So that's ready to open on Christmas Day, next year in this case. So it's just becoming night time, it's the sunset. Now there's one more thing outside that I haven't yet done. I suppose this should really be inside, but there are these Christmas stockings, which I'm placing them either side of the door. I mean, I suppose you could place them inside. I should really have placed them above the fireplace or something, but I think it's fine as it is. My house looks nice now. So if I go in, it's quite sort of dark and horrid in here, really, isn't it? So having to cheat myself stuff because I forgot to get it in the first place. I have to get myself some flint and steel so I can light the fire. And there we go. That's my house finished, lit up, nice and warm. Now, unfortunately, fire and wood don't mix, and I'm beginning to panic a little bit here, as I'm sure you can tell by the jumpiness of me running around, spazzing out. But even though I surrounded the fireplace with brick right the way up to the top, somehow the roof still caught fire, and it didn't really go very well, as you can see. That's just a lesson I've learned from that. I really wasn't expecting that to happen. Well, I did have some buckets of water just in case when I originally lit the fire, so it was quite useful to have those. Almost got set fire to there. Now this is after a short while, when I sort of left it for a minute, came back, and a lot of my house was on fire, and it's sort of the one bit that wasn't on fire was the front of the house, and this is just what I caught of the front of the house disappearing slowly, block by block. So also one thing about this mod, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that it makes a lot of the world snowy, so it adds more snow biomes to the world. I'm not completely sure, so don't quote me on that or anything, but I think so. I should really know, but so far I have had some good suggestions. I've had some nice suggestions by people about mods they'd like to see, how they would like to see videos made in future, so I will be following that advice. And that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be another one coming in a few days, and goodbye.